Okay, trying one more time. I totally froze last time. Okay. New feed. Please tell everybody that the old feed died. Hello, Trudy. How are you? Hi, Kathy. How are you? Cool. Okay, you guys are finding me. Sorry about that last one. Um, Cindy and I are trying to work out the technical difficulties here. Hi, Tony. How are you doing? Good morning. Good afternoon. It's it's brunch time for me. Yay. Hi, Donna. How are you? It's the first time for Donna to see me live. It's been a while since I've been live. It's been a long time, actually, a couple months at least. But due to all the technical difficulties and then life, just kind of had to, put the live on hold. I know, Cindy. Cindy says, "Jeez." So, yeah, what happened is my internet completely disconnected. So that's why I haven't really been um, doing too many feeds is because the internet, it's okay. It's much better than what it was, but it's still mountain internet up on his Nylabone. Oh, come on. Don't do it again. Are you still there? Okay, it says internet was unstable. Okay. Come here. Come here, say hello. Oh, there's the boy. There's the boy. There's the boy. Hello. Hi, say hi to everybody. Oh. All right. All right. So we're seeing the boy child. He is growing up. He is growing up. Oh, good, Don. I'm glad you're here. Everybody put on your foil hats. I should probably put them on too. We'll put our Santa hat and we'll put foil underneath of it to make sure the internet keeps working. Huh. Ozzy has been shedding like crazy. He has been very happily playing with his buddy Django, and yeah, we've been having a good time lately. We've been enjoying life. So, oh, I've missed you guys. I missed you guys. Um, I think I was asking about the weather, but I think I froze before everybody responded. So, how is it in your corner of the woods? It's cold and rainy here, but no snow yet, which is, and hey, we still have power. So, those are two things that I know he does have the best ears in the world, doesn't he, Donna? They're so soft, too. His ears are like super soft. Great weather in Tennessee. Oh, ooh, Kathy says cold and snowy. Kathy's up in Canada. Eugh, that would be cold and snowy. That wouldn't be fun. I don't miss the snow, and I really don't miss the wind of Wyoming. But does everybody have their coffee? Cold and sunshine today after lots of luscious rain. Nice, Cindy. So Cindy's down in the Sacramento area, and they had just a brutally hot summer. And now that they're finally getting the rain, even when I was down in the Bay Area a couple of weeks ago, they really needed some rain. So I'm glad you guys are finally getting it. Hello, Shanine. Shanine? Shanine. Shane. How are you doing? It's 3 here. Oh, well, cool, Trudy. Um, all right. Well, I just thought I would give you guys just kind of a quick update with what I've been working on. I had to do a little bit of the surgery here on the book. Oh, good. I'm glad you're doing good. Oh, how is your son doing after his house? Um, Shane's son had a major tragedy. Ugh, and I know that some of you have lost homes to fires before, but yeah, it's tough. Oh well, Trudy, always try to refresh your browser. I'm not seeing that I'm having anything. Yeah, I'm sure it's been tough. I'm sure. I'm not showing anything on my end as buffering. So, always try to refresh your web page also. I want to do a quick reminder for over on Messy Hands, guys. Please remember that we do not do links to outside videos over on Messy Hands. I welcome to see everybody's art influenced by whomever, but we don't really allow links to outside videos, and that is mainly, number one, it's because of content control. We like to make sure of, whomever we as the admin are recommending on Messy Hands. It's just kind of a policy that we have across the board. So please no links to outside videos, and I greatly appreciate that. Also, guys, with Patreon, I don't know what's been happening lately, but I have one of my steady supporters who wrote that she has to go in, who sent me a notification, said that she has to go into her bank and resend the Patreon payment by hand because Patreon or her credit card doesn't see Patreon, or Patreon doesn't see her credit card, one of the two. So if you guys, if you are a supporter of the channel, please double check your payments. They really do make a huge difference in my life, and your help is so important, because without it, like I said, I couldn't be here. I'm not making enough even at my current job to really, it's good to supplement, but it truly, please double check your contributions, because they do make such a huge difference in my life. And I hate to say that, but it's the only way that I'm able to live up here, truly, sadly. Okay, let me look here. Up and down's been hard, not buffering. How do I refresh on a phone? I don't know. Or website or other pages. Yes. So please do not put links to other pages. Do not put links to other websites. Do not put links to other videos on Messy Hands. I love seeing your artwork. I love seeing what you're making and creating, and it's very inspirational. And please, absolutely do post whatever you're working on. I love to see your artwork. And even though I might not be able to comment all the time because I'm either working on art, or I'm working at the bar, or I am trying to enjoy my life. So I don't always see all of the comments, but I do try to go through and look at everything and see what everybody's doing. I do keep a good eye on it. Can't always make the comments though. So love that you guys are all a part of our group. It really makes me so happy. Truly does. Cindy says, Trudy, all you have to do is leave the page and then come back to it. Credit cards that link to an ATM card sometimes don't work. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, hi, Kim. How are you doing? So basically, like a debit card will have more issues. Credit cards that link to an ATM card. That's interesting. So yeah, Patreon's been having some glitches with that. So anyways, what else was I going to talk about? Love seeing your artwork. You guys are just rocking it over there. It's really cool to see how you guys are progressing, and how you're pushing yourself through your own boundaries, and some of you are really pushing your creative process, and that's just so cool to see. Yeah. Let's see, what is the most recent page? Okay, so here, guys, here's my book. Whoa, it's splitting in two. Hi, Trudy. If you'd like to send a Christmas gift, please send it through the PayPal instead of through YouTube. YouTube takes a large chunk of the money. So if you send it through PayPal, paypal.me, Stephanie Awney, it's quite easy to find, and underneath the links to most of my videos will have the paypal.me account. That's a much better way for me to receive gifts. And I have to give some huge shout outs. Oh my goodness. I think it was Jane. Jane, I'm so sorry. I know I thanked you in a video, but thank you so much for your beautiful gift. And I know I should have written them down. I just completely forgot about it, but I wanted to say thank you to everybody who is sending us Christmas gifts. It is wonderful to receive, and I truly do appreciate it. Okay. Oh, and Oma sent from the Amazon wish list. Thank you so much. I did post that maybe a week or two ago for Oz and I, so he can get some goodies. Material to bind book. Yes, Donna, I will absolutely. This book, it's not an issue. I am not concerned about it. In fact, I did it on purpose. So this layout that I finished last night was really putting some pressure on this binding here. And so I just decided to do a book operation. As you can see with the circus book, that outside, that outer edge here, this thing is at least 6 inches wide. So this is just going to show you guys how to do the operation on the book. But this is absolutely why, and it's still connected by 3 threads, this is why I'm going to encourage everybody to put a piece of material in between each and every layout. And the reason why we do this is to make good structure in our books, to make sure that our books stay together. And if we have an issue like this, where I had 4 popsicle sticks basically in here and I couldn't close it anymore, that I was able to now close it, and I will absolutely be putting a piece of fabric in between. So I'll put a fabric on the back here. So let's see. Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Deborah. Deborah sent an Amazon off the Amazon gift list also. Oh, Donna, thank you. Donna says, you are awesome to follow. I appreciate that. I keep trying to put out videos. Oh, hey, guys, you need to keep commenting on those videos. It makes such a huge difference. And there hasn't been a lot of commenting lately. So anytime that you can do a thumbs up, a comment, or any of those things, it is very important for YouTube to continue to share my videos to people. Oh, great. I'm glad. Donna says that she's learning so much from me. That's awesome. Okay, Kathy, I will come back to your question. I wanted to say too, guys, that, you know, like this layout that I just completed, I'm just going to tear this book apart. Come on, buddy. Uh-oh, I'm losing stuff. I'm going to cut it apart instead of tear it apart, because this is like, no. So I'm cutting the strings. This layout that I just completed took me about 2.5, 3 days, right? And it's still not done. But come on. See, I still have some technical issues to deal with here. The little push-up is not working very smoothly. But, okay, so you guys need to realize that what you can do is you can modify the idea, right? You don't have to do something that's this big or this huge. You don't have to make it this technical, but isn't it cool to know that you can do it if you wanted to do it? Because you can do it. Everybody can do this. Now, what you could do is you could take gesso transfers of a picture and just do it on 2 pages. You don't have to do the pop-up part. I like the fact of having the sunset on the Trinity to where you can really, expand. Everything in this book is ending up to be, each page does its own little trickiness. And why do I do that? Because I think it's cool. I think it's cool to make, your book pages and your images do just some cool stuff. So yeah, I'm really loving this, and yeah. So that's on the Secret Garden part of the book. All right, let's see. Kathy says, when I put material between the pages, they turn very stiff to turn the page. Is that normal? Use a thinner fabric, Kathy. But it does make it very stiff, which is what we want. We want this to be a very strong, solid foundation in there. But it is trying. This was kind of a silk blend. I think it had like 10% polyester and the rest silk. To possibly make it, I would. This was kind of a silk blend. I think it had like 10% polyester and the rest silk. So it worked really cool because it's very transparent when it dries. But I've done it with cotton and the Baltics, and I think that those are cool because it's a thinner fabric, maybe like even a hanker is supposed to be stiff. It is, and that's what's creating the protection. Let's see. What is my current P.O. Box number? It's 986. P.O. Box 986. I wanted 987. That wasn't available. 986, Willow Creek, California, 95573. Donna says she hasn't made a book, and she hopes to soon. Go definitely to the Creating Your First Altered Book series. You can take any of these ideas and modify them to fit for you. Just because I'm doing something crazy doesn't mean that that's what you have to do in your book, but it's a great way to learn about the different products, learn about the different books, learn about all of those great things. So, but again, I think I was saying this page took me 3 full days to make, right? I'm not doing instant art, but it shows, there's no reason that we have to make in 20 minutes or half hour, right? Unless you want to. I mean, if you want to, that's great, but we're trying to elevate our books beyond that. If you want to do fast art, go for it, do fast art. But anyways, are you still picking up packages at the hardware store? Yes, I haven't gone into town though for about a week, so I need to get there. I will make sure to go to the hardware store. All of the UPS packages in the area go to the Ace Hardware in Willow Creek. True story. Love the interactive inspirations. Yes, I am definitely enjoying having the interactiveness of this book. And as you guys know, this is the Ancestors page that we did over on Patreon. And that final video is actually uploaded, and I will be posting that on Patreon right after this video, if I remember, because I'm kind of a space case. So yes, you will see our Viking woman, and we'll see Oz getting finished up. So yeah, I love how these turned out. I do love the Arteza Real Brush pens. Okay, how many years have I been doing this? So altered books I've only been doing for 2 years maybe now. Almost 2 years. I've been doing art though since I was a baby, and I went to art school, and then I didn't do art for many, many years. After my motorcycle accident, then I started doing art again, and found altered books, and it's been a love affair ever since. I used to brush, and I just like do things like this. So this was nice to get me into a smaller scale, which of course I still make larger, but that's just kind of how I do things. Okay. Oh, hello, Sonia. How are you doing? I did the first city scene that you did, and also the big top, along with so many others. I love your work. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you so very much. Um, yes, I think I remember back. Um, I love the fact that she picks the layouts that she enjoys, or that speak to her. I think that's awesome. And that's what I would highly encourage everybody to. First Altered Book video series, those I tried to keep simpler. This one, it's getting less simple all the time, which is okay. And Circus Book is going good. Let me show you the newest page on the Circus Book. This video will be up soon. I figured out what to put in the first page here. Basically, we have a poster for Barnum and Bailey, and then we have the circus train coming into town, which leads us to our big top. This thing was a masterful construction, man. So yes. I did get another page done on the Circus Book here. Just a vintage poster, gesso transfer again, and then we will be doing this page, and then I think all the pages are done, I think. So we're almost to the end of this. Once I get this page done, then we'll go through and do all the final steps, all the final pieces. But here is the gorgeous Circus Book. I really do love how my trains came out. Let's see. You're welcome. Donna says, thank you for sharing. How many more pages in the Circus Book? Just the one left. I think that's it. I might have a couple of tent fronts that I might do some things to, come one, come all type thing, that type of stuff. So I am, okay, so Tony has a great question. She says, quick question because she can't stay long. Are you still planning a steampunk book? Yes, I am. That will get started on after the Circus Book. With having all of these different projects going, I had some really cool ideas for the steampunk book, and now I can't remember a lot of them. And I don't know where I had all my notes that I had taken, but I do have some really cool ideas with the steampunk book. We're going to look at kind of using some different color schemes other than just the vintage browns. We're going to look at using kind of some of the brighter colors that we can use. I'm thinking about putting, like a clock in the front cover. I want to make, like balloons going across the sky type of thing. I'm really wanting to make something that's just a complete work of art, truly. And so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that guy. It should be pretty incredible. Kathy says she has to run. We'll watch the rest later. Merry Christmas, everybody. Woo! Merry Christmas to you, Kathy. Thank you for all of your support. You're a wonderful friend. Karina says, amazing work. Your brain must work all the time. Karina is from Sweden. My brain does kind of work all the time, but mainly I really like it when I'm like focused on a new page development, like this one. Luckily, I had company and he was giving me ideas, and this is what evolved out of this great, just kind of a conversation where we're throwing around ideas and having just a great conversation about art. It's cool. Just getting into steampunk, didn't know what it was before. Steampunk's been around for a really long time, but it's pretty cool stuff. It's probably something you would enjoy, truly. Okay, we're going to talk about a question that Oma had. She asked about different types of paint and what I would recommend for our books. So I'm going to pull this up here. Or hopefully I don't drop too much of it. Okay, so I did order the Arteza paints because I wanted to see what their quality was, and I wanted this is not their expert level. This is okay, don't fall, stay. Okay. This is their premium level and not their expert level. Their expert level, I'm sure, is a thicker paint. This is a pack of 60 paints, 60 tubes of paint that cost, I think it was around $30 to $40. So we're looking at an average of 50 cents a tube. Ozzy, don't bark. Okay, so the colors are very nice and they have a good intensity to them. They really do. What I would, you can't really thin them down any because they're already at that consistency. So this is kind of a mid-level paint. And it is, according to Arteza, it is their mid-level paint. They do have a higher level expert paint, which would be along the lines of our Liquitex Heavy Body. Our Golden, I need to tell you about the Open, our Golden paints, Liquitex paints. So these are more the expert level paints, or more, if I'm doing a big canvas, I'm most likely going to be using this type of paint. You use less paint. It has better coverage. You can add water to it and all of those things to get your mixability. I like using a heavy body paint. I really do, and I've used it on a lot of my books. Waste of money. So one tube of this is between $7 to $12, right? So this is probably one fluid ounce for 50 cents to 60 cents a tube, where this is 2 fluid ounces for we'll just say average of $9 a tube. There's a reason for the difference. It is a heavier body paint, all right? There's more pigment, there's less fillers. And if you have something like the Open paint, Open means that it dries slower. So these paints are super nice to use. They are expensive, but they go a long ways. They go further than what the Arteza will go. Now, what would be comparable to the Arteza set? And the colors in this are gorgeous. I'm not going to lie. They are really beautiful. And this was all painted with the Arteza paints. So you still get really gorgeous paint coverage. It works out quite nicely, you know, and the colors are very brilliant. There. It's a little bit dark in here in this little corner. I like what you can do with it. I like the colors that they give you. So if you're looking for a well-rounded set of colors, go with the Arteza. I also have the metallic set. I haven't played with those enough to really give you a good opinion on those yet. But those colors are going to be similar to your student grade tubes of paint. Now, student grade, so it's going to be academic level 1. So you get Artist Loft. This is Liquitex Basics. So Basics is their mid-level paint. So a tube of raw umber in the pro level paint. The raw umber would cost like $8. This costs $4.99, and I most likely got it half off. But sometimes you can find these like at Hobby Lobby or Michael's or the big box stores for half off also. So Winsor Newton, this is a pro level paint. Student grade paint is nice. It works great for gel plate. It works. You just have to decide what it is that you want. Now, craft paint, these little guys, these are 99 cents for 2 fluid ounces, $1, maybe $2. They have their place. I would not suggest using them in anything too much, just because you don't want to add any liquid to these. They have fancy names like lemon yellow. This is lavender fields. You can mix all of these colors with your other paints. Sometimes it is nice though to just go, oh, I want sea breeze, instead of ultramarine or cobalt, or use what makes you happy. These are more transparent and can cause frustration. So depending on what your need is, I would try to steer away from craft paints. Go at least to the student body paints. Get what you can afford. Like I said, that Arteza set has a really gorgeous array of colors. I got good enough coverage once I quit adding water to it. You guys know with my pro level paints that I can mix those colors a lot easier than you can. But there's 60 colors in the Arteza set, so do whatever makes you happy with that. Okay. Not sure they have a professional level yet. They're adding to their line all the time. That was from Cindy. I thought they had an expert level, Cindy. I need to check their website, but I thought they did have that. Are they on my Arteza list from Deborah? So Deborah, if you just use that Arteza link, thank you for asking. If you use that Arteza link to the website, I don't think I have them on that full list, but I think if you just click on the site, go to Arteza, and anything that you add into your cart within the next half hour or so, I think I get credit for. Not positive, but I think that's how it's supposed to work. So the colors are very lovely. Does your paint ever get old? Yeah. But a lot of times paint lasts a long time. It really does. I mean, some of these that I have are years and years old. It's kind of a use it or lose it type thing, but you won't use it for quite a few years. Some of these paints can come out of the tube brand new as kind of being kind of crunchy and separated. I think it's just truly a bad batch of paint, because most of the paint stays pretty creamy. I prefer acrylic over oil 100%. The fumes, the toxicness, having to use turpentine, and the slower drying time on oil drives me insane. Always has, always will. So, when I was in art college, they wanted me to use oil paints. I refused, but I could get the same technique, the same appearance with acrylic paint while, instead of using oil. So they let me do it. But yeah, paint can get old. We don't have all the cool stuff that you have in Sweden. Well, you guys have the internet though, but I know shipping is probably pretty expensive for you. You don't need to have all the different designer colors. You just don't. And you don't need to have all of the different tools that I have. I know that you can get permanent ink, maybe not in all the different colors, but you can get anything on the internet that you want to get. And I know that Arteza has a European website also. So outside of the US, that would be the one to use. Oh, thank you, Cindy. I appreciate that. Cindy says she'll check again. Sonia says, we have school grade. That's mainly what's available here in Barbados. We have Golden and Winsor Newton, but they are a small fortune. No distress inks are all the interesting products. So, if you don't have spray inks, I know that there are actual things out there that you can do, recipes out there that you can kind of make your own spray ink, but really you don't need all of that stuff. It's very convenient to be able to pick it up and to use it. I'm not going to lie about that. I really love having a wide variety of art supplies, and part of what I have to do as an instructor is to show you guys all of the different products that you have available out there. And if you like a specific thing, I'm trying to test everything for you and to give you ideas on how to use some of the different products that you may have. If you don't have those products, figure out how you can change your acrylic paint into something that's more fluid. And, there are a lot of recipes out there on the internet to make a spray ink. So if you have India ink, I think everybody would probably have that. Or if you have Sharpies or those types of things, you just have to get more creative. Honestly, what I've been using mainly a lot of, especially in this, what I've been using 99% of the time is acrylic paint and archival inks. So you don't have to have just the archival. Well, I guess I've been using a lot of alcohol ink also, truly. I think about all the different things. Oh, and I use some pens and some stencils, but you just have to use your imagination more, which is kind of tough. You need to purchase all the different art supplies. I certainly don't have that ability anymore. When I started out, I had a very good paying job in corporate. Well, not very good, but a good paying job in corporate. And so I was able to buy a lot of the art supplies before I lost that position. Now I wouldn't be able to do that. So, yes. Oh, the cool shops. She meant like Michael's or Hobby Lobby. Okay. Well, I don't really have a Michael's or Hobby Lobby. Let's see, the nearest Michael's is 50 miles away, and the nearest Hobby Lobby is 2 hours drive. So I don't have it right outside my door anymore either. But I wonder if they have websites for the UK. I don't know if they do. And really, the thing about going into Michael's or Hobby Lobby is that they entice you with one coupon that is 50% off. And then you go, oh, well, I could get this, I could get this, I could get this. It's better you don't have them. They're like, oh, stay away, stay away. Is gelatinous. Okay, Deborah says that she has a yellow ochre that is gelatinous-ish. It's weird. To me, I would throw it away. Yellow ochre is an inexpensive paint. I would toss it out and get a different one, honestly. No reason to use paint that sucks. Right? I thought it might be old. It might be older. It might have separated, or it might have, maybe it got frozen at some point in shipping, or maybe it didn't have enough polymers when it was being mixed up. Who knows? Anyways, I like improvising. I see it as a challenge. Yes. They just list premium. Oh, okay. Thank you, Cindy. All right. So maybe this is their highest level of paint. To me, it's a little bit their highest level of paint. To me, it's a little bit transparent. Like when you compare this, even though it's double the amount, is what, 10 times the cost. This would be, the Liquitex here. This would be, I know these are about $8. So it's $8 for 2 ounces, and that's about 60 cents for 1 ounce. So there's a difference in the quality of the paint. But they have a lot of great colors. If you don't thin it down, you get just really nice coverage. I just did that full layout using the Arteza. And so if you're looking for an economical way to get a lot of different paint that is a pretty good quality paint, I would go with the Arteza, and I have no problem recommending that to you guys. It's not as heavy as the more expensive paints, but you would expect that. So, okay, it's in the trash. Good for you, Deborah. Throw that crap away. Get something different. And yellow ochre is one of the yellow ochre is a very common mineral, so it's less expensive. It's generally about $6 for a pro tube, and these are all generally priced around the same amount. So, all right. Does anybody have any questions? Please, I do want to remind you about the Messy Hand Band of Artists. Please, 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 please post your artwork. I love to see what you're making, and it is very inspirational to me. Please remember, no links to other videos or websites or artists. So yeah, we don't really. Anyways, Patreon, thank you again so very, very much for your support. It is incredibly important. Your $10 a month makes a huge difference in my life, and it truly does. And I appreciate all of you. We are looking also at potentially doing some changes to Patreon, and maybe changing some of the benefits a little bit. Yeah, but there'll probably be some shifting here in the next couple weeks of trying to figure out a better way for Patreon to go. I definitely want to keep it interesting and exciting for you guys. I try to give you a ton of good content. I'm trying to do more instructions for the things that I'm building for you. So they're pretty detailed instructions is the problem. I can sit down and work 5 hours on instructions and still not have them finished for one particular layout. So it's very time consuming. Sonia says, I use the water-soluble crayons like Distress Inks, and I make my own paste. I also use printer ink and make spray paints. That's awesome. That is very cool. Way to truly push the boundaries on, play, experiment. That is the way to do it. Go to Ace. Oh, I will go to Ace today, Deborah. Thank you so much. Let's see. I didn't know that about do a comment that the matters. Sorry if my English is so bad. Oh, your English is just fine, Karina. Yes, if you do comments on the YouTube videos, it makes a difference for YouTube. They see it as people being engaged and interested. They're important. The thumbs up, the comments, if people can share, if you can add it to a playlist. These are things that you guys can really do to give me a non-financial support. And just helping me to get my name out there. Growth has slowed down a lot, but of course, not being able to do videos there or it wasn't even just being able to do videos, posting videos, very frustrating, so the more that people can like, comment, share to your social media, share, spread the love. I'd appreciate it. Okay, any other comments? I hope you guys are doing well. Shout out to Kat. Love going to you, darling. Anybody else who's going through any sad points in their life, we care about you, and all that good stuff. I had another good question. If how do you know when a piece of artwork is finished? It's always hard to know that. It's always hard to know whether the next thing that you put onto it is going to enhance or not. So, always go over to Messy Hands and post and see what other people's opinions are, and see, take what you want out of it. You don't have to do anything that anybody says, right? We exercise freedom of choice. Okay. Well, I hope everybody has great holiday plans. Um, what am I doing for my holidays? I have no idea what I'm doing for my holidays. No clue. Most likely though, I'll just be here making art. That's probably going to be my holiday. But all right, all you amazing artists, thank you so much for being here. Thank you very much. Um, Anybody else have anything they want to say or any input? Any questions? Any comments? Anybody? Anybody? Oh, Oma, flowers and dancing. Oh yeah, for New Year's Eve. Yeah, New Year's Eve coming up. Uh, yeah, I have to work New Year's Eve. So hopefully we'll have people in there. Hopefully, hopefully, gotta make some money. Gotta make some money. Bye, Trudy. Have a great day. I hope you get to feeling better. All right, everybody, guys, so much. And thank you. Artwork coming up as always. All right. Oh, love your home. It's home. It's a little cluttery, but it is. It is a very calm. So with the river's right outside. I can hear it every day. With the rain on the tin roof, it sounds you guys are getting it. So okay, guys, I have to work tonight, so I'm gonna make some art and then I'm gonna go take a shower and get ready for work. Yay, that's my day. Goodbye, everyone. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu. Bye. Love you guys.